Good morning, everyone. The Central Bicol State University of Agriculture, through the effort of the Office of Research and Innovation and Extension Services Division, brings you the e-Balangibog, an online initiative on knowledge sharing and training on innovative technologies. To begin with, may I request everyone to offer a silence and feel the presence of the Lord through a prayer to be followed with the Philippine National Anthem.
Our dear Almighty Father, we express our sincere gratitude for the gift of another day. We ask forgiveness for our sins, for which we lay our regrets and sorrows. Thank you for your overflowing and unending patience, kindness, and love that you shower us every day of our lives. Today, as we gather for this special event, we humbly seek your divine providence to help us share your grace to others. Help us engage in meaningful discussions by giving us wisdom, understanding, and guidance. Help us learn and grow and love one another so that we can become better children of yours. Amen.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Technology. So, yung mga activities from all over the country, hindi na po dito sa Bicol region. At si Ma'am Jennifer Francisco, good morning po sa lahat. Hello, Ma'am Jen. We have also Valerie Roach Olam, good morning po. Leverly Sortones, good morning din. And nandiyan din po si Rickson James D. Cortez. And yan dyan si Miss Zaira Hila, nakatune in sa atin. And si Miss Kyla La. And marami pang iba. So once again, good morning. So sit back and relax as we proceed on our program. As a leading agricultural university in the Bicol region, the Central Bicol State University of Agriculture (CBSUA) continuously innovates its strategies and services through different platforms that can adapt to the test of time. This is why, aside from our webinar today, we officially launched the e-Balangibog as our humble initiative to share the knowledge and technologies generated by the university. To commence our program, may I call Professor Vladimir R. Coronda, the Director of the Extension Services Division, for an overview of this training course.
Good morning to everyone. Magandang umaga po sa lahat. Okay. Thank you, Marvin, for that short introduction. The e-Balangibog CBSUA digital channel is an initiative. o knowledge sharing, okay, technology dissemination, and the provision of news updates tungkol po sa agriculture. And probably, this can also be utilized to distribute digital materials and more other functions. This initiative, to all our viewers, is a part of the diverse effort of the newly created center. We call it Digital Agriculture Innovation Center, with a strong collaboration of the CBSUA Extension Service Division. Its actually its aim is to amplify the intensive use of ICT, information communications technology, towards improving deeper understanding of knowledge, pagkakaalam, and of course, sharing of new innovations ng mga teknolohiya para po ito sa ating mga basic sectors ng community. Ano-ano po ito? Mga kabataan, kababaihan, mga magsasaka, magbubukid, mga fisher folks, agricultural workers, students, and teachers and faculty. These are sectors we want to reach out. Okay, so with this, we created again this humble contribution for us to share those informations to our loved basic sectors. e-Balangibog is basically po is an online platform. So ito po ay gagamit po ng internet. An online platform that will serve as a digital channel of all CBSUA efforts, including its partners, for knowledge sharing. Basically, ito po ay will optimize the use of the basic ICT functionality via your common devices, tulad po ng cellphones, maybe your laptops, and other computers, towards reaching out and broadening possible audience with wide number of communities. Madami po tayong pwedeng i-discuss dito. Unlimited po yan dahil yan po ang pinuprovide sa atin ng internet access to those informations. So this interest area may include learning and updates on farming. Maybe we can also tackle about food security, education, arts and sciences. We can also cover gender and development, disaster resiliency, specific technologies maybe, climate change adaptation, specifically for agriculture, because agriculture is one of those major areas affected by climate change. We can also tackle yung mga participation ng ating mga kabataan in various gradients of the development cycle. Also the indigenous people concerned. Meron na po kasi tayo ngayon sa CBSUA in partnership with NCIP, National Commission of Indigenous People, and CBSUA and other stakeholders. And of course, with the indigenous people community, we already established an office, a center for them. And at the same time, we, situated in the university, the museum for the IP. Ang tanong po, ang e-Balangibog po ba ay para lang po sa ating mga sa CBSUA? Hindi po. Ang e-Balangibog digital channel po is open, okay, to all CBSUA partners. So if you have something to share to the community, ang local government unit, a simple organization of farmers, you could direct, pwede nyo pong itawag po sa akin, makikita po siguro niya aking pangalan dyan, para ma-inform kami ng opportunity to broadcast your development initiative. So again, emphasize po namin ito, hindi lang po ito pag-broadcast o pag-share ng mga activity po namin sa loob ng university, this is also open to your organization and offices. So, ang malaking tanong, bakit Balangibog po ang aming ginamit na word? Bakit hindi iba pa, di ba? If Balangibog po is a very local Bicol word, okay? Very regionalistic, So, ang balangibog po means a lot of things. Okay? Ang isa po sa highlight ng word ng balangibog is yung pong to make other know. Okay? So, ito po ay magkukwento sa inyo, magbabalita at magsishare kung ano man po yung particular theme or discussion point na i-highlight po namin per session. Okay? It can also provide information po, to reach out, broad audience, hindi lang po para ito sa mga nag-aaral, mga teachers, kundi also for farmers and women in other sectors of our society. It will also share about, mga facts, okay, mga nangyayari sa buhay, mga nangyayari sa farm, sa agrikultura. So, basically, balangibog po is to reach out everyone po, to share. Tayo po ay updated. Bakit po namin linagyan ng E sa unahan po ng word na balangibog? Okay? Dahil po ang amin pong gagamitin, ang E po, basically, connotes electronics or digital format. So, we included, ganda po namin yung E sa harap po ng word na balangibog to emphasize that this platform, this program will primarily use internet facility po in platform na available ngayon. Madami po at alam ko, ginagamit nyo din po tulad ng Facebook, YouTube, and a lot more. So kaya tanawag po namin siyang e-Balangibog. So bakit po namin gagamitin ang digital technologies? Po? So alam natin that ang digital technologies po na-emphasize because po ng ating mga problema nung panahon ng pandemic. Okay? We had so limited access to everyone. Kahit nga po pag-communicate, may problema tayo dahil our face-to-face engagement with them ay so restricted. So with that, napansin po natin na halos lahat bumili po ng cellphone, di ba? Bumili ng tablet at laptop, ng computers. Okay? Dahil we have that eagerness to be connected anytime, to communicate with our friends and family anytime, to be updated. So with that, napag-isipan po namin ng Digital Agriculture Innovation Center and with the brainstorming with the Extension Services Division to utilize this technology in favor of us, in favor of everyone. So in that context, dahil marami po tayong device, so sabi natin, let's create our own platform, make use of the existing one, improve it, and provide content, that will be helpful to our community. So yung DAG at Extension Division collectively initiated the CBSUA e-Balangibog Digital Channel. Again, to fully utilize the internet resources of the university, maximize the available digital platforms that support this facility, and to reach out and enhance to enhance and broaden the knowledge sharing, technology dissemination, provision of updates about agriculture, and so much more. Okay. Na sana, pagdating po ng panahon, tayo po ay hindi na makakaramdam ng pagkakalayo because of e-Balangibog. Tayo po will be connected together kahit nga po sa paggamit ng ating mga cellphone na almost everyone has it. Kapag alaman po natin, yung iba, before the pandemic, wala pong cellphone ngayon. May cellphone na din. So, we will be reaching you out, guys, out there. Kayo man po ay farmers, agriculture workers, kabataan, kababaihan, fisher folks, environmentalists, advocates. We will find our ways towards you. Expect that one of your titles, themes, will be discussed in this platform. So, subaybayan niyo po yan. So, this is one reason of so many reasons why we use the digital technology to make use for our e-Balangibog initiative. Then, the next question dyan ay, ano po ba ang nakikita nating contribution of e-Balangibog when it operates, maybe if not this week, in the next few months and years. So working on the idea in the advocacy that communities, ano po, alam po natin na dapat ng ating communities have full access to a wide range of development ideas, knowledge. So yun po yung ating ina-advocate na dapat lahat tayo ay may access to ideas about service offered by the government to the public, the technologies that they can make use for their enterprises, either household or for their organizations. Maybe new concepts, ano po, mga startups. So we can, we understand we have that full rights to have it. So yan po yung nakikita namin, we will support that idea through our digital channel. Okay. So with this, it will provide platform for campaign, advocacy for development issues. Again, emphasizing to you some learnings about agriculture. Dahil sa tagal po natin sa farming, madami na po tayong naintindihan. Pagkakamali, kagandahan, and everything. These things are open to everyone. Tulad po ngayong first session, we'll be discussing about environment. Maybe we can consider gender, health, and other development things that surrounds our community. Also, the e-Balangibog aims to provide everyone a digital space. Tawag po natin yan, madami na po tayong bagong word na ginagamit ngayon. Pero yan na po ang tawag. It will provide a digital space, an avenue to mobilize mga influencers. Ano po? Ang tawag po natin yan, ito yung mga students and faculties who have substantial numbers ng followers. I'm not sure po kung kami po mayroong ganon. Pero we know that some of our students are now into that level of as influencers. So we can support them, maybe secure their, solicit their support in favor of the campaign for agriculture and in favor of also of reaching out the communities through their capacity as influencers. Also, the e-Balangibog wants to contribute to reach out number of captured audience, okay, using our ESD Facebook page and other network. We will also rebroadcast this one para mas lalo pong madami ang abutin natin. And likewise, we would like also to announce that e-Balangibog digital channel will also provide all faculty and personnel an opportunity to discuss his or her field expertise, and maybe some of it are hobby. So we can support them and provide them space, digital space and avenue para po ma-discuss nila yan. Madami po yan. Ang iba nga niyan is on disaster resiliency. Ang iba po niyan is just as hobby of animal production. Lahat po yan pwede po natin i-cover dito sa e-Balangibog digital channel. Okay. So, ang malaking tanong ngayon, ano po ba ang nakikitang future plans ng e-Balangibog? Sa ngayon po, nagsisimula pa lang po kami. So at the legit, ang tingin po namin, we will just try to pilot test. Yun po yung aming motivation ngayong week, together with the extension staff, just to test and determine our capacity to host these digital services. Madami na po kami kanina pa lang po, madami na po kayong nakikita mga pangangailangan, kahinaan, at nakita na rin po namin ang aming strength. Okay? So using these current resources of the university, and likewise those talents of the personnel, so use muna namin itong mga online seminars na ginaganap ngayon sa university and by colleges and other offices. So yan lang po muna ang aming future plans at the immediate. Parang posting lang po muna tayo. Kaya yung po mga offices and colleges dyan, projects and programs, kung kayo po ay may gaganapin, ng activities, you better coordinate with the Extension Service Division or with the Digital Agriculture Innovation Center para po ma-accommodate kayo at mabook. We could support you digitally para po ma-broadcast ang activity po ninyo while you are doing it on face-to-face. So yan po yung aming munang immediate intention, and we hope we will learn more out from the experiences of this initial effort we have this week, and maybe we will launch several activities in December and in maybe of course in November. Okay. So in the long term, we also have some plans. Okay. Ito po ay medyo pangarap pa lang, pero baka pwede na namin maikwento sa inyo. Ito po ikwento pa lang, pero with your help, with your cooperation, with your support of the community, of course with the assistance of other partners in development out there na pwede po pong makasama sa e-Balangibog initiatives, ito po yung amin nakikita. Una, tutuloy-tuloy po namin yung ang tawag po namin e-Balangibog webinars, web-based seminars. I-post po namin yon, yung mga online discussion, lectures, some of the extension staff or maybe some of our project leaders or center directors can also serve as speakers or handle some talk shows, di ba? On some current development themes and initiatives. So pwede po yan. We call it e-Balangibog webinars. At sabi niyan po ng iba, online seminars. Yan po. So second, we are looking forward as well to initiate the second component. At tawag po namin ito, e-Balangibog training. We can't control these people to be eager in learning deeper some of the technologies that CBSUA is doing, and also CBSUA is doing in partnership with other academic institutions through their projects or some international partners. Okay, we might be in Malaysia sometime to cover some training activity. Yan, yan po yung pangalawa. We are also looking forward, to initiate, aligned with e-Balangibog, is vlog, video logs. So we can document, initial discussions po kasi natin dito with LGUs, gusto silang ipapasok sa mga vlog. So sana we could also do this one early part of next year, to disseminate some knowledge and specific activities on the ground in partnership with communities para ma-encourage po natin sila i-adapt ang particular activity, initiative, and maybe partnership. Ang pang-apat pong nakikita po namin, and we are now on board on this, yung ang tawag po namin, e-Balangibog weather updates. Siguro po para po sa pagkakaalam ng lahat po na nakikinig, ang CBSUA po is hosting, nasa loob po ng universidad, ang isa sa pinakamahalaga na istasyon ng DOST, Pag-asa, who is collecting data and capable of sharing information to guide our farming activities. Ito po yung Pag-asa Agromet Station and Flood Control Facility sa loob po ng CBSUA. So ang iniisip po namin in partnership with them in the Digital Agriculture Innovation Center, meron po kasi tayong weather portal. So gagawan po natin itong parang weather updates na makikita nyo po sa e-Balangibog channel. Yan po kung every time po may activity kami, baka ma-flash na po namin yan. So yan po yung aming pang-apat sa component na gusto po namin magawa. At ma-share po sa inyo under e-Balangibog digital channel. Weather updates po. In fact, aside pa po dyan sa Agromet weather stations po, meron din po kami partnership with DNR na ilalagay din po na parang data collection tool din po, lalagay po dyan sa malapit sa airport. Yan pong road going to the airport. Kukuha din po ng data yan about actual situation ng ating maybe like oxygen content, maybe, and some weather data. Also, we have some projects within the university na may component po ng mga automatic weather station, kukunin po din natin yan as part of our e-Balangibog weather updates. So yan po yung pang-apat. 5 po ito initially. At ang last po ay we believe is very critical and importantly critical sa aming academic activities. Kaya po, ang tawag po namin dito, e-Balangibog volunteers. So ito pong volunteers, okay, aims to provide space also opportunity for our students and maybe personnel to become, reporters, okay, of e-Balangibog. Okay. Siguro po, for the information of everyone, ang amin pong Bachelor of Science in Agriculture po, may major po yan ng Agriculture Extension. Ano po? This can be tough and they can volunteer to serve as community reporters, okay? And influencers. So pwede po natin silang pagsasalitain dito while they are on field, reporting specific facts, conditions, efforts of the community para po maikwento sa atin live from the community. Tatawagin po natin initially na sa kanila ay ang ating e-Balangibog community volunteers. This can be initially a reporter or medyo news writers. These are basic skills which we believe kailangan po ng ating mga students para po sila, pag sila po ay napupunta kung saan-saan at sila po maghanap ng trabaho, they already have or acquired this specific skill on broadcasting. So yan po muna yung aming magkukwento po sa inyo in terms of future plans ng e-Balangibog. And we have to have more components as we face and put forward our initial initiative on this e-Balangibog channel. So yan po muna. Ako po ang inyong Director ng Extension Service Division and at the same time po Director po ng Digital Agriculture Innovation Center. Nagpapasalamat po. Kasabay ko po ang buong staff ng Extension. Papasalamat po kami sa inyong panahon. And with your inspirations, tutuloy po namin ito at hanapan po namin ng paraan para mas lalo pong lumapit ang impormasyon sa inyong mga cellphones at para po kayo suportahan kung ano man pong adoption ang gusto nyo gawin, nandito lang po ang Extension Service Division para suportahan sa atin. Yun lang po muna. At sa susunod pong mga araw at weeks at buwan po, makakasama nyo po uli ang inyong likod to discuss further about ito pong initiative sa e-Balangibog. Rest assured po ng CBSUA, ang lahat po ng college na ito, lalong-lalo na po through the inspiration support po ng Office of the President for Research and Innovation at lalong-lalo na po ng Office of the President po ng CBSUA, palagi pong nasa inyo para maging magantabay, supportahan po kayo sa development activities na gusto po ninyo mangyari sa inyong mga bukiri, sa inyong anak buhay, sa inyong buhay, sa inyong mga anak at pamilya. Yun lang po at magandang umaga po sa lahat.
Okay, thank you very much, Doc Vlad, our Extension Services Division Director, and also the Director for the Digital Agriculture and Innovation Center. Yes, indeed, it is the CBSUA is seriously engaging and assists the diverse clients anywhere in the country. This is why the e-Balangibog is here as an initial initiative of sharing knowledge through online. Now, to give us the welcome remarks, we are glad that he is with us today. Let us give him a virtual applause. The President of the Central Bicol State University of Agriculture, Dr. Alberto Enaperi, for the welcome remarks. Okay, maybe mamaya i-insert natin yung message na ating presidente ng Central Bicol State University of Agriculture, For the meantime, shout out muna tayo sa ating mga lively audience and viewers dyan sa Facebook. So nandyan po si Holisa DLT. Good morning po sa iyo. Nandyan din si Rochelle Tin Villa-Procis. We have here also Jaida May Angeli Averado. Ian John Buhay Milo. Good morning. Andyan din si Aiden Mundo Diva. Yan. So okay, mamaya insert na natin yung message ng ating president. Moving on, a simple reminder to our participants for today's webinar. Our technical team is using a StreamYard platform, so you cannot access po your camera or your microphone during the discussion of the topic. But if you have a question, you may send it in the comment box of our live streaming, and we will address your question or your concern to the resource person for today. Our e-Balangibog will run within a week for 4 days of separate webinars starting today until Thursday. Every day po ay mayroong registration link na kailangan po ninyong fill outan para officially registered kayo sa ating whole day webinar. The evaluation link will be given to the registered participants only, and it will be sent and pinned at the comment box or in the comment box of the FB live stream for you to access the link. Paalala lamang po na hanggang 6 PM lamang po nakabukas ang evaluation link. Kaya po mangyari lamang na masagutan po ninyo ito kaagad ngayong araw or sa susunod na araw dun sa mga nakaschedule nating webinars. And the certificate will be given or will be sent in your email address once the evaluation form is completed. Kaya po double check din natin yung inyong email address and of course yung complete name na ilalagay po ninyo doon sa inyong registration na ilalagay. Okay, that's our general guidelines on our e-Balangibog. Now, let us proceed to our program. It is my honor po para ipakilala sa inyo ang ating makakasama ngayong araw. Our first resource person is a graduate of the Bachelor of Science in Environmental Science, a faculty member of the BS Environmental Science program under the College of Arts and Sciences of the Central Bicol State University of Agriculture. Let us all welcome Ms. Alexis M. De La Torre.
Thank you, Marvin, for your introduction. Thank you, Marvin, for your introduction again. And thank you, e-Balangibog, for this opportunity for this initiative din to allow us to share kung ano ang mga topics sa environmental science and how can we contribute as a community, no? Bako lang digdi locally sa university, pero within our small unit sa family, no? So for this morning, I will be discussing or sharing my experience also about this topic, environmental awareness, no? So, yan, according kasi sa Republic Act 95-1 is an act to promote environmental awareness through environmental education for other purposes. So, under Section 1, where the title is described, this act shall be known as Environmental Awareness and Education Act of 2008. Yan, so in this act, i-describe kung paano na buo ang title na. So we are to share our learning sa environment through education and other purposes. So under Section 5 din also, it is a declaration of Environmental Awareness Month. So Environmental Awareness Month, that's why we are conducting this environmental awareness discussion, because we have this Section 5 Declaration of Environmental Awareness Month, which is on November, no? And then, bakit kailangan natin na magkaroon ng environmental awareness? Available naman ang resources, ganyan. May mga puno naman sa palibot natin, pero bakit nga ba merong ganitong Republic Act? So next, we can see na merong, yan, dito sa College of Arts and Sciences, we offer the Bachelor's of Science in Environmental Science program where its objective is to disseminate effectively knowledge pertaining to sound environmental protection, conservation, utilization, and management. Ayan. And why this? Kasi nakikita natin very persistent and very active na ang destruction na nangyayari. Hindi lang sa local level natin pero globally, no, makikita natin dito sa figure na mayroong deforestation, may contamination, may air pollution, may greenhouse gas emission, water pollution, and waste. Ayun. So, ito makikita natin kahit physically, no, physically makikita natin at nai-experience na natin siya. So, ayun. So, next natin, so, makikita natin dito sa diagram, ito ay nasaan na ba ang mga tao? Ano na ba yung mga statistics na meron tayo, no? So, 90 million tons of marine pollution na waste pollution ang pumupunta sa marine. Globally yan, no? So, kung i-imagine natin 90 million tons, gaano ba siya kalaki? And out of this, dito sa diagram na to, meron din tayong 633 na marine plastic pollution na affected na, no? And other statistics, 3 billion people na ang affected ng half of the world's population, no? And we can see here na 1/3 of the planet is nabubuhay lang on a dollar bill. Ibig sabihin, a dollar bill equals to 58 pesos lang a day. So, sobrang gutom na ang mga tao dahil nagkukulang na din ang resources natin. Ayun. And half of the planet, no, lives in greater than $2 a day. So, $2 a day, 50 pesos, 58, 100 pesos, makakabili ka lang ng siguro sa Jollibee, ang mabibili mo lang, burger nila, tapos may fries ka, tapos may drinks ka. Okay, sige pa din pang panulak para sa isang araw, pero kaya ba nitong masuffice ang isang buong pamilya? Yun yung tanong. Ayun. Sunod natin, tingnan natin, ito mga bagyo. Grabe na yung mga bagyong nararamdaman natin. Ramdam na natin sila. At hindi lang tayo, maswerte pa tayo na nasa ganitong level, nakakapag-aral pa tayo, Pero paano yung mga nasa laylayan, nasa mas walang resources to protect themselves, Nakikita natin, kailangan pa natin nilang kumuha ng mga bottles para magkaroon sila ng resources and others, no? So, next image natin, no? Ito, plastic pollution. Makita natin na yung dagat natin, hindi na isda yung naninirahan, kundi mga plastic bottles, diapers, at iba pa. At marami na ding mga forest na pinuputol para lang. Minsan may positive, pero karamihan dahil drastic or marami na ang gumagamit ng mga resources ng mga puno, kailangan for land conversion, para sa housing and all. So, kailangan nating magputol talaga. At itong mga punong ito, these are vital sources of recycling and cycling of nutrients and regulating ng temperature natin. Ayun. So, next, ano ba ang importansya ng environment, no? So, environment plays an important role in the healthy living and existence of life on planet Earth. Earth, dito tayo naninirahan, home for different living species, and we are all dependent on the environment for food, air, water, and other needs. Therefore, it is important for every individual to save and protect the environment. Ayun, malaking bagay kasi tayo bilang humans, we are the ones na talagang nagkakaroon ng malaking need, magandang pagkakailanganan dito sa environment na ito. Oo, tama, hindi lang tayo yung naninirahan dito. And that is one great factor na kailangan natin i-consider na hindi lang tao ang nangangailangan ng natural resources. Meron pang ibang species, no? So, ayun. Another is, eto na, alam na natin kung gaano to ka-importansya. So, ngayon, malinaw sa atin na kailangan din natin magkaroon ng environmental science, environmental awareness, no? So, environmental science by definition is having an understanding of the environment, the impacts of human behaviors on it, and the importance of its protection. Yun. So, environmental science awareness ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon. Ayun. So, environmental science then means exactly what you may think, an awareness around the natural environment and the choices that either promote its well-being or cause it more harm. And also, along with this term, no, environmental is the term environmentalism. Yan, it is an ideology that humans are responsible to protect and preserve the environment from human-caused affliction. Ayun, malaki talaga ang responsibilidad nating mga tao kasi nga, dahil nga tayo din yung mga tao na may higher knowledge or higher thinking, way of thinking, we are the ones responsible for this one. So, sabi nga ni Spider-Man yan, no, with great power comes with great responsibility. Ayun. So, the best way to combat environmental issues we are now facing is to, it may be helpful to understand some of the top problems that cause harm to our environment. Yan. So, ano ba yung mga problems na tawag dito na nahaharap ng mga tao, no? So, one is oil drilling. Usually, this happens sa mining. So, oil kasi we use it in our daily lives, no? So, our culture as a whole has an addiction and dependence on fossil fuel. Fossil fuel, ginagamit natin sa mga kotse, sa pagluluto, yan, etc. Unfortunately, however, this is also one of the top contributors to environmental harm as oil spills and offshore drilling destroy marine life. It suffocates the life on Earth with toxins and increased atmospheric carbon dioxide, which aids in global warming and ocean acidification. Yan. So, grabe talaga, hindi lang sa level din ng kumbaga, itong pollutions or harms sa environment na ginagawa ng mga human activities, no? Hindi lang isang creature or isang species yung affected, kundi ang buong system natin, no? So, nawawala ng tirahan, habitat yung mga life on that specific ecosystem. Yung drilling lang din, yung paglabas ng oil, pumupunta siya sa ocean, and nakocover niya yung surface ng water. And then, dun sa pag-cover ng surface ng water na yun, it nire-reduce niya yung capacity of the ocean to recycle or to regulate the temperature sa atmosphere level natin. Kaya, na-eradicate or bumibilis yung global warming and ocean acidification sa atin. Another is deforestation. Ito naman sa land terrestrial area naman, no, yung wildlife extinction happens as a result of cutting down trees. As millions of acres of forest are being cut down, creatures are being forced out of their habitat and thus their survival rate significantly diminish. So, ayun, no, tayo bilang tao, malaki talaga ang responsibilidad natin because we have the capacity, to research, to study, have the capacity to understand within ourselves, ano ba yung kaya ko pang maitulong, ano ba yung mga ginagawa ko na nakaka-destroy sa environment. Ayun. So, deforestation, plastic goods production, ito, very prominent ito sa atin kasi every bili natin ng ulam, no, plastic. Kasama dito, plastic. Every bili natin ng ng mga recados sa market, plastic ulit. Every bili natin sa SM, every bili natin ng mga drive-thrus, plastic ang kasunod nito. So, kaya isa 'to sa mga problema, malalaking problema na gusto nating i-solve as humans, no? And in fact, these are information and statistics. Globally, no, 1 million plastic bottles are sold per minute. So, imagine per minute habang nagsasalita ako, ilang minuto na akong nakapagsalita, ilang plastic bottles na ba ang nabenta, no? So, yan, with this, 91% of these plastic bottles, no, never being recycled. So, ilang porsyento lang ang ni-recycle compared sa recycled bottles. So, kaya isa 'to sa mga malalaking problema na kinakaharap natin. Another is, so next off, we have, so other than that, meron pa tayong liquid barrels of petroleum gases, yung malalaking containers ng liquid para storage din ng ano. So, it's another form of plastic na ginagamit sa atin. And not all of these barrels of liquid petroleum gases are recycled or reused. So, next off, now we have our objective. Our objective, why do we, about this environmental awareness, why do we need to be aware of this environmental issues and problems? So objective is to improve the quality of human life by reducing the impact of environmental pollutants on his health. And another is to develop environmental ethics so that it becomes the watchdog over humans when dealing with the environment. So, ayun, makikita natin na itong pag-aaral natin, pagiging aware natin ng environment, or ng kalikasan, tayo lang din naman yung magiging advantageous lang din naman yun para sa atin. Tayo din naman yung gagamit kasi at mag-recycle yung mga anak ng mga anak ng mga anak natin. Kaya, kailangan natin magkaroon ng awareness. Ayun. Sunod natin, no? Sunod dito, bakit nga importante, no? Obviously, just to preserve our planet, and more importantly, paano tayo makakapag-protect ng ating planeta. So one way to tackle this question, is to understand muna, tingnan natin ang problema. Ano ba yung current problem? Ano ba yung mga problemang kinakaharap natin? And that is the time when we have the problem already defined, no? Na-define natin yung problem, specify natin yung problem. That is the time where we can create solutions. Magtatanong na tayo, ano ba yung mga factors na pwedeng nag-a-affect sa isang community, maraming plastic sa oceans, So, pwede yan siguro sa housing. Tama, marapat ba na may mga taong nakatira dito sa shore natin? Ang pangalawa niyan is, ilang pamilya ba yung nandun? Kaya kung bakit ganito kalalaki, And another is, bakit yung mga possible, these are just theoretical, possible ways to tackle that problem in solving that problem is to understand first what the problem is at hand. So also, with the increase in global greenhouse gases, syempre yung global temperature natin, imbes na kunwari 0.05% lang sana yung dagdag ng temperature or temperature rise for specific time. Kunwari 1995 or 1995 to 2000, siguro hopefully naging 0.01% lang sana yung increase. But with the drastic pollutions that we have, deforestations, mas lumalala and mas bumibilis yung pag-increase ng global temperatures. Kaya nagkakaroon tayo ng melting glaciers and severe droughts, that bring more water shortages and increases the risk of wildfires. So, yan, severe droughts, El Nino, no? And rising of sea level that bring coastal flooding, especially in Florida and the Gulf of Mexico. It also increases pest, heat waves, and heavy downpours in forest farms and cities, which can damage or destroy agricultural fisheries. Ayun. So, next is growing rate at which coral reefs are destroyed, and thus the rate at which plants and animals become extinct. No, rising rates of allergies, asthma, and infectious disease. So ito ilan lang ito sa mga effect sa atin sa human, no, nakaka-experience tayo ng allergies, asthma kasi slowly, hindi na nga slowly mabilis nang nagkakaroon tayo ng air pollution. And itong pollution na ito, very favorable condition siya sa pathogens and mosquitoes para mabuhay sila, no? Kaya mas mabilis nating nararamdaman itong mga diseases and asthmas and allergies. So ayun. Ayun, no? So hindi lang tayo, malaking factor din yung coral reefs. Paunti-unti nang nawawala. Paunti-unti na silang namamatay. And coral reefs are important factors sa marine ecosystem, sa cycling ng nutrients din within the marine species, no? So, yan. Sobrang marami tayong problema, no? Ito din siguro to look at the other good side, no? We have already the problems. Now, we can start actually madami na din start forming solutions para ma-alleviate ito or ma-reduce yung speed, no? Ang next question is, kaya ba? Kaya ba natin? And furthermore, without environmental awareness, no, and proactive measures to preserve our planet, everyone is subject to breathe in increasingly poor air quality, which translates to an increase in serious health concerns for human. So, tayo na naman ang epektado. So, tayo din ang may responsibility to take part in alleviating this problem that we have or solving the problem that we have. So we have 4 biggest environmental issues in the Philippines in 2022. First is air pollution. So napag-usapan na natin yung pollutions kanina, no? So air pollution, over the course of the year, air pollution has become particularly problematic in the Philippines. So going by World Health Organization's Health and Environment Scorecard, the country records an annual mean of 24 micrograms per cubic meter for fine particulate matter, and significantly surpassing the recommended maximum level of 5 microgram per cubic meter. So just imagine and look at this data that we have. Ang maximum level is 5 micrograms per cubic meter lang, but where are we now? We are at 24 micrograms. So we have increased for like 10 folds, no? 5 folds, 5 times na tayong nag-increase, no? And another is, no, so that's why we can really imagine ourselves being sick with asthma. And since nga, siguro another factor din, no, since sa cycling, di ba, cycling, and sa breathing, sa person, we need oxygen for proper function of our brains. And with air pollution, dahil may air pollution, ang micrograms and pollution na lalanghap natin sa air, no, is not already of good quality. So maybe we can associate it with our way of being. Kaya ba nababago ang capacity natin to think is dahil reduced oxygen level ang intake natin? At least that can be possible. I haven't yet checked some research on it, but it is a good question. Ano? So, yan, because air is one of the main distributor ng oxygen na nilalanghap natin. Siya yung nag-spread out, but the distributor or main source of oxygen are plants, no? Plants, not only in terrestrial level, but also sa marine level. Ayun. So, for the most part, air pollution in the Philippines stems from burning of fossil fuels like coal and oil. Considering the 50%, 33% of the population is without access to clean fuels and technology for cooking, this is bound to further exacerbate air quality in the long run. Yan, so hindi lahat sa atin may access sa malinis na mga resources ng ano. Ayun, so next up, we have, yan, in 2022, also in the Philippines, so vehicular emissions, alam ko sobrang, dahil nga may mura ng mga down payments sa mga motor, sa kotse, syempre we are being enabled to access cars and all. So it also means that there is an increase in population that uses cars. Nagdadagdag na din ang number of cars na tumatakbo sa roads natin. So that equates to vehicular emission. And in 2022, especially in Manila, sobrang dami, ang grabing traffic, ganyan. Minsan sa Naga City, parang sumusunod na din siya sa EDSA yun. Pero dito na makikita natin sa data na nag-surge or increase siya sa standard yung air pollution in 2022 sa Metro Manila, including San Fernando City Station in Pampanga, Antipolo City Station, Biñan City Station, Puerto Princesa City Station, and the Davao City Station. So, makikita natin talaga na these are cities na marami na cars and heightened na yung air pollution, no? And siguro sa atin, hindi natin nakita yung area natin, siguro wala pa dun yung Camarines Sur or Naga City, ganyan. I hope, sana hindi na natin hintayin na makasama pa tayo dun at lumala pa ang ating air pollution, no? So another is plastic pollution. Dahil nga, kahit sa ang kanto ng ating pagpunta, kalakip noon ang plastic na nabibili natin, sa mga nabibili natin and others. So, kaya ito malaking problema, And so, ayan, evidence siya, sabi niya sa World Bank, use of the word staggering to describe the situation in the Philippines, An insufficient waste management system coupled with a high dependence on a single-use plastic set to scene for the country's annual generation of 2.7 million tons of plastic waste. Ayun, staggering na ang description sa atin, And another is marine pollution. As the third largest contributor to marine plastics, marine pollution accounts for one of the most pressing environmental issues in the Philippines. Considering that the country generates over 2 million tons of plastic waste every year, the World Bank reports that an estimated 20% of this waste ends up in the sea. So, yan nga, dahil nga dun sa plastic pollution, we don't have sufficient waste management, in national level, wala tayong sufficient waste management facilities and others, Itong plastic waste na to, majority, 20% of this, ends up in the sea. That's why nagkakaroon tayo ng marine pollution. Ayan, next, another big problem, So, under the marine pollution, when depicting the state of marine pollution in the Philippines, Teresa Lazaro, the country's Foreign Affairs Undersecretary, cited reports that there would be more plastics than fish by 2050. Well, oceans would be overheated and acidified if people fail to act now, no? For this reason, marine pollution also endangers biodiversity in the Philippines. Ayan. So, eto no, so nagkaroon na ding warning from our undersecretary na by 2050, hindi na isda ang lumalangoy sa mga marine environment natin, kundi plastics na kung hindi pa tayo, we don't start to act now, hindi pa tayo gagawa ng solutions simula ngayon. And it endangers biodiversity in the Philippines, no? Being one of the mega diversity, we are also called na as hotspot, biodiversity hotspot. Isa din tayo sa biodiversity hotspot. Meaning to say, no, kahit super dami nating endemic species or mga species na uniquely found dito lang sa Philippines, drastic or grabe din yung tawag dito yung human activities na nangyayari dito sa country natin. Kaya endangered din tayo for biodiversity failure. Now, so last is sea level rise. So floods have been recurrent in the Philippines in 2020. Sunod-sunod na bagyo, no? At napupuno na yung ng tubig yung surface level ng mga lupain natin, no? And yan sa World Risk Index, no, inassess nila yung sea level rise as one of the indicators. Yan. Kasi, bakit nga, kung makikita natin, kung alam ko na pag-aralan natin yung water cycle sa high school or college man, no? So, isa sa mga tumutulong para mabawasan ang flooding sa level natin, no? Can be buffer ecosystems or itong mga tinatawag na interception. So sa water cycle merong interception sa plants level, ito interception. So when I say interception, no, ito yung nagba-block sa humihinto sa flow ng water. Kasi inaabsorb ng roots ng plants and binabalik niya sa environment through transpiration as sa atmosphere level, no? And dahil nga sa pagputol ng mga kahoy, no, wala nang mga puno or roots na nag-i-intercept nito. Kulang na. Kung meron man tayong mga root crops, hindi na siya yung mga crops na kayang mag-absorb na maraming water. Kaya mas mabilis, mas grabe na din ang pagtaas ng water level natin. And also dito sa marine area pa, no, 'di ba ang mangroves? Kung mangroves, yung mga bakawan na tinatawag natin na bakawan. Itong mga bakawan na ito, kapag may wave or malaking alon, pag may malaking alon na dumarating, usually kapag earthquakes or mga typhoon, no, pag may alon, sila sana yung mag-serve as protectors or masarag sinda ko taang masarag katong dakulaong alon. And ito tone down niya padigdi sa level na ini. However, ini mangroves din na ini, no, ini din itong mga tigka-cut natin for specific uses, coal or mga pag kasi bakawan are strong sources of woods. And then tigka-cut for resources. So wala nang magpo-protect sa atin and wala na din magsasarag. That's why yung water, no, nagdidiretso na siya sa community or urban level, kaya mas grabe na din yung, 'di ba? Aside from that, no, yung soil sana has the ability to absorb water. Pero meron tayong mga land conversions na nangyayari. And these land conversions doesn't only happen na hinahayaan nila yung soil, pero tinatapalan pa nila ng mga concrete, sinesemento, ganyan. So wala na yung ability ng soil to absorb. Kaya nagsastay siya sa surface level. And so that is sea level rise, no? malaking factor nga na kailangang tingnan. So, paano ba natin mapopromote ang environmental awareness? No? First, no? So, meron tayong tinatawag na Earth Day na ginaganap every April 22nd every year, no? And it is vital to the health of our planet that we cultivate a deeper awareness of how to preserve our planet all other days of the year. So, hindi lang sana April 22nd, no? April 22. So, other ways is going paperless. So, paperless. Kunwari, no, sa school, no, marami din na mga professors and maraming requirements na kinakailangang paperless. Kung kaya din naman nating maiwasan na yung submission ay pwedeng gawing online, no? Pwede, baka pwede nating i-request, ganyan, or gawin na mismo tayo ang mag-start na gawing paperless. Ayan, itong ginagawa din natin, itong e-Balangibog program na to, no, we are already going paperless. Ayan, paperless na tayo. So, ang pag-distribute ng information, pag-share ng information, ginagawa natin, either in-inform natin sila, hindi na yung pamphlets, di ba? Dati yung way of distributing or disseminating information, naalala ko pa noon yung newspapers, yung pamphlets, ganyan. Pero makikita natin very accessible ang information sa internet. So, another is educating your kids, no? Pwede nating ibigyan ng maliit na information. Paano ba natin i-educate yung mga bata? Pwede nating simulan sa yung sa 3 R's, reduce, reuse, recycle, and yan, pwede tayong gumawa ng 3 containers sa bahay, mag-alat kung saan yung nabubulok, hindi nabubulok, at pwedeng i-recycle. Ayun. Pwede din natin i-explain sa kanila. Usually, ginagawa natin to, pwedeng mga incentives, di ba, and all. So, from young ones pa lang, they are already, parang nagkakaroon na sila ng kaalaman na, kailangan palang ganito kasi kailangan pala natin mag-recycle kasi madami ng plastic waste na pumupunta sa oceans, madami ng yung air pollution sa atmosphere, lumalala na, ganyan. So, yan yung challenge din sa atin, no? Malaking challenge sa atin na i-educate yung mga anak natin and also the younger ones sa atin. And another is contributing to an environmental awareness cause. Putting some extra money into a cause that promotes a greener environment will not only help the planet but will also make you feel good about your contribution. So, ayun, mga sponsorships sa mga environmental advocacy programs, and ayun, sunod natin, other forms of environmental awareness, promoting environmental awareness, no, is implementing green strategies. Dito sa university, merong mga green strategies na ginagawa, no. Meron tayong pledge to a green CBSUA, meron mga signages and informatics na mga posters, may mga ginagawang kumbaga may gardening, parang gardening system dun sa may Parten Can-R, and may mga waste segregation, plastic containers, ayan, na kung saan pwede nating itapon yung mga basura natin, no? So, these are few green strategies na ine-implement na pwede nating gawin in a local level, no? So, another is using of aluminum or glass bottles instead of using plastic cups, no? Ayun, so mahirap man siya, pero pwede natin simulan pa kaunti. konti, no? Ayun. And next po is, yan, best way to reduce environmental pollution is to switch from plastic water bottles to aluminum bottles instead. Ano? And in particular, drinking rainwater reusable aluminum water bottle not only helps to save the planet, but it also is the most sustainable, healthiest, and most delicious form of water on the earth today. Ayan. Siguro, itong rainwater na to, very, pwede pa siyang anong tawag dito? Pwede siyang for discussion pa siya kasi acidified na nga yung air pollution natin. Another, siguro, the best possible, at least for us, no, is to use the usable water bottles, no? Para masave yung plant sa water level. Ayan. So, next up is, yan, nalaman natin na kailangan ng problema and ano ba yung principles ng nature nga? Ano ba yung nakapaloob sa ano ba siya? Ano ba ang environment? So, nature knows best. Dahil nga, nature siya, no? Naturally, nature can recycle and kaya niyang i-heal yung sarili niya, no? In the environment, there are processes or cycles that maintain ecological balance, and a disruption in these processes affects the environment. So, kaya siya nature knows best kasi siya mismo yung nagsa-cycle ng nutrients, nagre-regulate ng temperature, because these are natural processes occurring sa environment natin. No? So, yan. Another principle is all forms of life are important. So, even the tiniest microorganisms, no, mushrooms and ferns, these are all important or vital, no? And yan, biological diversity. Bakit ba importante? Kasi pwedeng isang life form, pag nawala yung isang life form, pwede siyang maka-affect sa cycling of nutrients. Galing maging or sa food web or food chain natin, no? Kapag ka nawala yung importanteng key species na tinatawag, no? Baka mag-result ito sa pagkakaroon ng disease sa biological formation or kaya magkakaroon ng invasive species. So yung invasive species are species na ino-overpower niya yung natural species na naandun, no? So kapag na-overpower niya, pwedeng yung normal way of life doon sa isang ecosystem is ma-disrupt. Yun. And ayan, another is hindi lang variety or diversity ito sa species level. Meron din sa human, no? We vary in religion, political beliefs, tradition, language, and many others. Ayun. So ayun, no? And then, importante talaga ang each and every organisms in the ecosystem. Another is everything is related to everything else. Ayun. Ito yung isa sa pinakamagandang konsepto or principle ng environment, no? Na we are not separated sa environment. Dahil tao tayo, we are said to be, no, the highest being. We cannot separate ourselves sa environment or sa ecosystem na pinakakalooban natin, no? Kasi kapag tingnan mo, the environment is starting to degrade, no? Kaya nagkakaroon tayo ng diseases. We experience asthmas, allergies, and other. So kapag pangit na yung environment natin na nakapapalooban, no? Pumapangit na din yung experience natin as human and also the other living organisms, that how the things interact within the ecosystem. So, say for example, no, sa bahay natin, paano ba natin masasabi na everything is related to everything else? Di ba kapag sa bahay, kunwari, nilinisan natin una. And then, may mga kapatid tayo. So, itong mga kapatid natin, they start to sinisimula na nilang lagyan ng mga kalat paunti-unti, no? Paunti-unti. And then, syempre, yung kalat na yun, no? Yung kalat na yun, nag-accumulate siya ng dust. Sa dust. Say for example, yung kalat na yun ay tinago lang. So, nag-accumulate siya ng dust and all. And then this dust, nalalanghap natin, minsan nag-uubo-ubo tayo, nagsisipon-sipon tayo, no? So, simula nung hindi pag-ayos or paglinis doon, yun, connected na siya sa pagkakaroon natin ng mga sipon at tubo. Ayun, so yun yung sa lower level natin. No? So everything is related to everything else. Sa sunod naman na environmental principle, everything changes. And kahit sa buhay, no, change is constant. So sa natural change, may tatlo tayong bagay. Three ways of changes. No? There is linear change, kung saan since the Earth began, it has been undergoing change, no, from ball of a dust and a gas to its present state with a distinct lithosphere, hydrosphere, from the soupy oceanic bowl of quasi-life molecules to the exuberant diversity that now inhabits the Earth. So linear change, yun yung changes na nangyayari sa ocean level natin, sa geographic level. So linear. Cyclic change is movement of Earth's astronomical body result in the occurrence of the season, the days and nights, and with the rhythm also, of course, rhythms in plants and animals. So that is cyclic change. And finally, no, random change. The catastrophic forces like volcanic eruption, earthquakes, tsunamis, and typhoons. And another is human change. Sa human level naman na change, no, the change can be accelerated in siltation of lakes due to rapid soil erosion, eroding of metals because of air pollution, and development of cancer cells because of modern chemicals. Another is it can be inhibited, no, non-complete development of fetuses because of radiation of birds, eggs, because of DDT in the food chain, no, and finally change that is totally different from nature cycle can also be introduced, such as non-systems like urban communities. So, dito sa human activities na nag-impact ng natural system, no? Itong changes, siltation, yung ng lakes, kasi we are using already mga synthetic fertilizers, kasi we want to, kailangan nating ma-suffice yung need for food ng mga tao, no? So, kailangan makaisip din tayo ng ways para mas mapabilis din yung food production. So, dahil dito, yung soil natin, na sana maganda yung quality, nahahaluan na siya ng chemical or pollutants, no? And then, since tayo ang kumakain, pumapasok siya sa katawan natin, sa system natin. That's why we experience cancer cells and other cancerous diseases, no? And yan. Another is everything must go somewhere. Kaya nagkakaroon tayo ng recycling, reduce, recycle, kasi everything must go somewhere. It is important that everyone becomes aware of the different types of waste, whether that they are biological, but that are biodegradable or non-biodegradable, whether they are hazardous or not. Classification of waste, facilities, their proper disposal, and minimizes, if not prevents, the entry of toxic waste into the vital ecosystem and ensures reconversion into useful forms. So this is recycling, no, or reusing. Recycling, kunwari, mas maintindihan natin ito na everything must go somewhere like on the later part sa afternoon, kasi pag-uusapan nyo yung tungkol sa mga bottles or how to recycle bottles, plastics, and other wastes, no? And may pera pa rin sa basura. Yun nga, ang sabi, no? And next, no, we have finiteness of resources. And ito, very interestingly, itong finiteness of resources ang minsan nakakalimutan natin. Bakit? Kasi very available yung resources natin. So parang minsan iniisip natin, ay unlimited naman 'to. Kasi puwede lang ako makakuha ng mangga sa puno ng mangga, puwede lang ako makakuha um, ng mga kailangan ko sa pag-aadobo kasi meron namang SM, merong market, ganyan. But in reality 'no, resources are finite. So nauubos siya. Finite is limited. Ibig sabihin limited yung resources, limited, may limit siya, and may certain capacity lang siya to provide 'no. Kaya nga dito makikita natin na itong finiteness of resources, makikita siya na limits the Earth's carrying capacity or the amount of life Earth can support. And next is limits the Earth's absorptive capacity. So, ayan, nangyayari yan sa waste na pumapasok sa atin and paano siya na-recycle, saan siya pumupunta, no? And sa water cycling naman natin, yung interception or pag-absorb ng soil, ng water, ano. So, finite ang resource natin, ang soil resource natin, ang food resource natin. These are finite resources, ano. And next is meron ding limits to earth supply. Yan, earth supply natin, ang water natin, ano, minsan nakakatuwa ang ano, kasi nakakatawa or interestingly 'no, ang tubig natin kahit gaano kadami ang nakikita natin, paunti-unti na siyang nawawala. Kasi, na-experience na natin siya, eh. 'Pag naliligo tayo minsan nawawalan ng tubig, minsan, 'pag kailangan natin ng tubig, ang bagal ng pagbuhos ng tubig, 'no. So ito lang ang ilan sa mga na-e-experience natin. At interestingly 'no, dahil nga natural resources ito, hindi sana natin kailangang bilhin. Pero ngayon yung malinis na tubig kailangan na nating bilhin, 'no. And finally 'no, it limits the economic value. Some of the things we buy in the market used to be free, so free na sana siya. And now because of scarcity of food resource, they are being sold even air 'no, kahit yung oxygen tank kailangan nating bilhin. So nakikita natin na itong unlimited supplies na nasa, perception natin becomes a limited supply na. So binibili natin, very scarce na siya 'no. So ayun, next po 'no. So finally 'no, it limits over time. We decide whether to use a resource today or in future. So kasi nga gamitin natin yung resource ngayon, meron pa kaya matitira para sa future, para sa future 'no, meron pa bang matitira? And finally 'no, it limits the distribution of resources. Dahil nga, kumbaga yung pag-distribute nito is may part lang kayo, may part lang, and may certain percentage lang yung isang area, and limited. Kung titingnan natin yung, world map 'no, hindi equal yung distribution ng size, kahit land size lang 'no, maliit lang ang land size ng Philippines 'no, and it limits the distribution of resources. Kung ano lang yung kayang ma-sustain ng Philippines to grow some resources, yun lang din ang kaya niyang ma-provide sa nakapaloob sa lahat ng living organism na naandun. So next is 'no, so next, finally pala dito sa College of Arts and Sciences, ano, we conduct these programs to help us contribute to solve the problem. So we have this Adopt Linis Estero program, ano, sa bandang ano yan, sa may Camp Martiliana. Most of the time diyan nililinis namin yung estero, ayan, para makatulong din dun sa community 'no. And next we also have programs like clean coastal cleanup, and yan, training on eco-brick and eco-lamp making, no? So yan, mas maintindihan pa ninyo kung ano itong eco-brick na ito mamayang hapon. Ayun, and another is coastal cleanup, no? So sa greater water body naman na na advocacy. And next is another activity that we conduct are tree planting and tree parenting, no? Siyempre, parang nagiging anak na natin kung ano yung tinatanim natin, no? Kailangan nating alagaan. Kaya meron yung program ang College of Arts and Sciences ng tree planting and tree parenting. So, monitor yung growth ng plant or tumubog ba yung puno na itinanim, ganyan. And lastly, no, ito din isa pa to sa coastal cleanups, and we collaborate with different LGUs, mga police officers, no, sa government natin. So these are few to name na activities na kinakandak ng College of Arts and Sciences. And I think that's it for my presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much po, Ma'am Alexis de la Torre. Ayan, I am very sure sa ating mga participants today is very much aware on being adapted or being aware and being updated on the current issues and trends on environmental protection. And because of that, napakita natin yung few of some efforts na ginagawa ng university under the BS Environmental Program para po doon sa mga makatulong kahit kaunti or maisan lamang yung problemang kinapaharap ng ating environment. So okay, we have, if you wish to raise a question, pwede po natin i-comment po yan dyan sa ating comment box, or pwede din po directly pumunta po sa aming StreamYard para po live po kayong magtanong sa ating resource person. For the meantime, shout out muna tayo doon sa ating mga listeners and viewers sa Facebook. So andyan po si Mr. Gilbert Peñaranda Beltran, at marami din tayo mga viewers from different places in the country. Ayan, ang dami po. So meron tayo from province of Apayao, sa probinsya po ng Negros Occidental, sa Cagayan. Nandiyan din po marami din from Capiz and different parts of the country. Marami po tayo dito ngayon. Okay. So shout out po kay Miss Shaira Akbangkaya. Good morning. Watching from the Organic Agriculture Center. Hello din po. Good morning kay Mr. Erwin John Jose. And Sarah Magkilian Burak, good morning po, watching from CNSE Labo Campus. Ayan, so okay. So it's time for, let us proceed for the open forum. Once again, if you have some questions, you may comment your question or send your question on the comment box para po ma-address natin sa ating resource person. For the meantime, I would like to remind again our participants sa ating sa ating webinar today. The e-Balangibog po will run within a week for 4 days of separate webinars starting today until Thursday. Every day po ay mayroon pong registration link na kailangan po ninyong fill outan para officially registered po kayo sa ating full day seminar. So every day po magbibigay po kami ng registration link. And of course, the evaluation link po will be given to the registered participants only. It will be sent and pinned in the comment box of our FB live stream. So para po ma-access po ninyo ang inyong link, ang link ng ating evaluation. Paalala lamang po na hanggang alas 6 ng hapon lamang po nakabukas yung evaluation link, kaya mangyari po na masagutan po ninyo ito kaagad. And of course, the certificate will be sent in your email address once the evaluation form is completed. Mamaya pong hapon kami magbibigay ng evaluation link para po mabigyan po kayo ng certificate. Okay. From Alexis Bulusan po, hello po. Good morning from Hera Walls. So may nagtatanong po dito kung pwede daw po hingi ng PowerPoint presentation na ating resource person. Bibigyan din natin ng access or ng PowerPoint presentation ang ating mga participant at i-send po namin ito sa inyong email. At nandito po naka-flash ang ating attendance evaluation or attendance link. Huwag po ninyong kalimutang mag-attendance sa araw na ito dahil po yung mga pag-attendance po ay ang mabibigyan lang po namin ng access para po sa evaluation for mamayang hapon. Meron po ba ma'am sir? Mamayang hapon, yes po. Nabanggit po sa atin ng ating resource person kanina na magkakaroon po tayo ng another part 2 ng ating seminar ngayon is ito po yung tungkol doon sa 𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒏 technology. So ano yung 𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒏 technology? Nagbigay na kanina si Ma'am Langtin. So mamaya po ay abangan po natin yung hapon at exactly 1 p.m. And may nanonood po sa atin si Sir Michael James Rojas watching from Dubai, UAE. Good morning po from Ariel Belsa watching from USA. Arizona, USA. Okay, so that's I think we have no question, but before we end our program, maybe we could ask again, Ma'am Alexis, for your final words or some announcement sa inyong department, sa inyong college. Pwede po ninyong sabihin natin.
Or siguro last words, no? Hopefully, I was able to share with you few informations para maging more environmentally aware tayo, and hopefully, let's be one in protecting and helping our environment para din sa atin. Kasi kaya natin to. Kaya pa, kumbaga. Kaya pa natin. Kaya siguro, take a part in protecting the environment. And yan, for activities, baka mamayang hapon yung announcement. Si Ma'am Malin na, no? Ayun. Pero salamat ng marami 𝑩𝒂𝒂𝒏𝒈𝒊𝒃 sa initiative na ito at pagpapaunlak sa amin. At maraming salamat din sa ating viewers na naging mapasensya sa paghintay, sa pagbalik-balik ng minsan pawala-wala yung internet, pero salamat sa pagpapaunlak din at pagsusubaybay. Yun lamang sa akin. Salamat.
Okay, thank you very much, Ma'am Gina Lynn. Once again po, thank you very much kay Ma'am Alexis de la Torre. Yan para po sa ating mga Facebook, para po sa ating mga participants. Mamaya po yung ating Facebook Live, yung ating Facebook page na CBSUA Extension Services, na dito din po, doon pa rin po tayo magkikita-kita. Dito pa rin tayo magkikita-kita mamayang hapon. So keep updated po and make sure to like our Facebook page para po ma-notify po kayo once our page is already or yung once na ang aming Facebook page ay naka-live na. So okay, there you have it. That concludes our webinar for this morning. We'll see you in the afternoon at exactly 1 p.m. for the continuation of our webinar. This afternoon po, we will talk about the current trends on managing solid waste and practicing the 𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒏 technology. Mamaya din po ay nabanggit natin ngayon na ibibigay na po namin ang evaluation link. Mamaya po ibibigay namin sa inyo yung evaluation link sa ating webinar ngayon, ngayong araw. Thank you very much po. See you in the afternoon and happy lunch.
Ito